Good day, Merry Meet. My name is Glennis and I am the Witch of Whitetail Hollow. I want to warmly welcome you to my channel. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Today's video is going to be a little bit about love mail, some love mail I received, the upcoming videos that I have planned, and the latest and greatest, I guess, in my life in the hollow, so to speak. But first, I want to speak as briefly as I can, and you guys know I kind of get off on, it's like the proverbial bus. Which way will she go? Reel it back in, but I will try to keep this as tight as I can. But as far as the upcoming videos that I have planned, as far as essential oils are concerned, this week, which will be very early tomorrow morning, will be all about, I'm sharing a recipe for a Sabbath oil. Now, this is the oil that I use to connect with my God and my goddess and my deities. And I know I've had a few subscribers ask me about, how do I know who they are, and different things like that. And I did make a video that I will link below as far as what I know to tell you, as far as who to find out who they are, who you connect with, and as far as your path is concerned, just a few tips. But this is the oil that I use when I go into ritual on Sabbaths, when I want to connect with my goddess. And you guys already know I have a Hecate oil that I use, that I anoint candles with. But this is just something a little bit different. And again, this is a recipe for a base oil. So if you connect with a deity that prefers one thing or another, then you can certainly add that, whatever oil that it is that you choose, add that right into it and go from there. The following week, I will be sharing a recipe for an uncrossing oil that I have used and been very, very successful with my uncrossing spells. And I'll give you a few tips if you feel like, you're in a bit of a, just not quite right. Things aren't going quite right. And I mean, life is life. That's just going to happen. And it happens to all of us. But it's how we deal with it and what we learn from it to grow from life in general. But this is an uncrossing oil to use, again, in ritual, on your body, in your daily, to incorporate it into your daily mundane life, to get you out of that, I don't know. I really don't know what you want to call it, but so I'm going to share that. And I've made myself notes here. The 4 weeks after that, because I'm going to an essential oil once a week, but the 4 weeks after that, I will be sharing my recipes for essential oils that I use when I work with the Fae or the elementals, however you want to refer to them as, and how I call upon them when I begin to go into ritual, as far as wordage goes, the oils go. So I'm hoping that will help you, help protect you. And so, hit that notification bell, and I hope that you enjoyed it. So the next thing I want to share with you is my love mail. Oh, I am ever so grateful. I start each and every day. I start each and every day with a grateful heart. I wake up. I'm one of those very annoying people. I wake up with a smile on my face. My feet hit the floor. And you know what? Everything may not be perfect in my world, in the world in general, but you have to find things, if you're in a bit of a kink, you have to find things to be grateful for. And I'll discuss that with you in a little bit. But Love Mail, I have a subscriber, and I want to thank them ever so much. They sent me the cutest little thing, cutest little hanging cauldron. I think you guys can see this. Maybe I should just bring it a little bit closer. It is ever so adorable. And it comes right off. It has a little stand. And there you go. It is just so cute. I mean, of course, you could just set it like that. But this is cast iron, and set it like that. But you know, I really don't want to burn anything in it. I may add maybe a little bit of herbs and things like that, just, you know, to bring about a little bit of ambiance and into my space. And as far as my space is concerned, today I'm burning orange oil to invigorate my day and to, you know, open doors. Orange oil, clove to hopefully help me with my gift of talking, and cinnamon for prosperity. Now, not only in money, but prosperity in love and friends and all of that. So that's what I'm burning in my essential oil blend today, is clove, cinnamon, and orange. And it smells just delightful. But again, I want to thank you ever so much. It is just the sweetest, cutest thing ever. It is just adorable. And I think I'm going to have to skosh it over here. The next thing I have is I got a new hat. Got a new hat. I don't have it quite broken in yet. I actually just received it yesterday. If I can, let's see. And again, it's one of those I'm going to have to play with it a little bit and get it. But this is from a very kind lady that I know, and she ordered it and heard that I really, really wanted it. And I'm like, oh, I just love this. And although I didn't ask for it, of course I don't ask, but they heard me and they ordered it for me. And a lady in Italy from Etsy makes these. And I have a black one like it. I think you guys have seen a week or two ago that I got for myself. But yeah, this is just really, really, really very, very, and very, very well made. It's handmade. But it's just glorious, glorious. And then I have a subscriber who sent me, no, they did not send me Boxycharm. I have no idea what Boxycharm is. None at all. And I opened it. Now, I've already opened it. I got it out of the wrapping paper. But you know what? Before I did, I am such an old sentimentalist. I made sure I have their address. And I'm just going to set this aside. But on the very back of the package, they wrote me a little note. And you guys know I'm going to keep this. Oh, of course I'm going to keep this. Of course I am. But I've opened it, and oh my goodness. How sweet is this? I think you guys can see it. It is just the cutest, cutest, most adorable things like this that I just absolutely love. And you know that this, you guys are going to show up sometime. I know you will. And you're going to want to see my witchy room, my sacred space. And there it will be. There it will be, of course. And it says absolutely magic inside. How sweet. Okay, I guess I should turn it around this way to show you. And I have a piece of paper. I might have to get my glasses. I hope not. I might have to get my glasses. But gives me a note. It says, "Thank you for all the magic you share. Blessings to you this autumn." And then they sign their name. And I'm telling you, I don't know. I should have some of my coffee, because I don't want to lose my voice. But, oh, that would be a shame. But they sent me this photo, and I don't know if I should cover up their name, but I will. And to me, I don't know if this person has really listened to everything I've said about the hollow, but I have like a lot of foxes, a lot of foxes at the hollow. So there he is, or she, not quite sure, but to me, this embodies the hollow ever so well, ever so well. And so, you know what? You guys know I'm an old sentimental person. I'm going to absolutely frame this along with their note here. And I'm going to hang this because, oh my goodness, this is just, to me, this is absolutely charming. It's just absolutely charming. And as we go through here, I want to show you guys. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can show you. Wow. This is, I think this is, I'm not sure if it's for salt or pepper, but this is a set, and I will set them here. And they wrap this ever so beautifully. And put me treats in here too. Oh my goodness. But yes, it's a salt and pepper. And this is going to be just beautiful in my kitchen. I don't know if I'm going to have it in my kitchen or at my coffee bar or on my sideboard. I'm not really quite sure. Probably in my kitchen, because I'm having different shades of gray and blues and things like that in my kitchen. So this is going to look absolutely glorious. This is going to blend in so well. But you know what? It's not necessarily the things that you guys send me. It's the fact that you have seen something in your day-to-day movings about, and something has struck a chord with you, and you go, "Oh my goodness, this looks like Glennis." I must have it. Of course, I must have it. And then think enough of me, and just think of me, that I strike a chord in you. But you know what? It is so gratefully appreciated. And it's, one of those things that each and every day when I'm in my kitchen at the hollow, and I'm absolutely going to be doing some videos from my kitchen. I'm hoping I will have a humorous sidekick with me, but we'll just see about that. But no matter what, I'm going to have you in the kitchen at least once or twice. And she sent me some goodies, some oak leaves and some acorns. And to me, oh my goodness. And again, you guys know, when you guys pick up things like this and you're touching things and I'm starting to touch them, things start to happen. But I'm going to absolutely add this to everything that I have as far as my nature and what I work with in nature, not only my bones, but my leaves. And in the next, probably after Yule, we will be speaking about leaves. Yes, we're doing essential oils, then we'll be going to the Fae or the Wee folk, and then we will be going to leaves. So I'm hoping that you will join me for everything. But again, I want to thank you just, ever so much. It it just means so, so much to me, as well as this cup that, oh my goodness, of course I love. But, you know, I just wanted to speak to you guys really briefly about what's been going on at the Hollow. And I just want to let you know I'm not planning on living in the she shed. That was put on the property because the first time that I decided to stay like and camp there for like 2 or 3 days, I had a tent. I had it. It was perfect. I've got photos somewhere on my hard drive here, but I had it perfect. A tent, queen size blow up bed. I even went to the trouble of getting a tarp and putting the tent between 2 trees, pulling the tarp up into the branches of the tree, pulling it out so if there was any heavy dew or rain, none was forecast, but just if, you know, you don't want to be sitting in a wet tent and you don't want to have to sit outside in the rain. So I pulled it up and pulled it over to where I had an area that if I wanted to sit outside and cook a little bit over an open fire and wanted to go in, well, I can tell you, and this was in November, that was the one most miserable night. I mean, I do try to start each day with a grateful heart, but I was cold. It got way colder than I anticipated. And I heard noises all night long. And I was thinking, oh, you know, the bears, they're hibernating and all of that. I heard noises rustling all night long. I don't think I got a bit of sleep. So I got up the next morning. I had lost air out of my out of my air mattress, and my back was killing me. I mean, I was almost to the point of tears. But I got up anyway, took a few aspirin, and I said, you know, I put some water. The creek was running. I put some water, bottled water and beer in the creek. I had no more bottled water. I had no more beer. Obviously, the bear there really liked my beer. And they destroyed every single canned beer that I had. So I had no more beer, no more water. And I'm like, you know what? I'm really, even though, you know, I'm protected, I was really honestly too scared to continue to stay. So I packed it up as much as I could and I stayed at a hotel. But that is why, the one reason why I put the she shed there. I had given great thought to buying like a camper, a fifth wheel trailer or something like that, pulling it up there, parking it there, because I knew I would be putting a cabin there. And then I thought, well, you know, I'm going to need storage. I'm going to need a little bit of a workshop anyway. So I just went and did the she shed. But things are progressing very, very well at the Hollow. In the next few weeks, I'm going to be having a gutter and downspout system installed. It's something that I'm probably capable of doing myself, but I'm not too keen on being up on a ladder trying to handle materials and then screw and being up so high. So I said, you know, this is one of those instances where spending a little bit extra money is so worth just being able to sit back and know a professional did it. And the downspouts, I'm going to have them running out to the creek. So it will add, whatever comes off of the roof will add to the creek. And I'm hoping that the deer and everything else that lives at the Hollow will enjoy the extra bit of water that comes running down. But in the meantime, coffee. And thank you again for this mug. But in the meantime, I'm going to be spending the next few days, I'm going to be doing as many videos as I can to get them put out. And I'm actually going to be doing a lot of cooking. There's going to be a crew there doing the gutters and the downspouts and all that stuff that I don't feel physically capable of doing. And I thought, well, you know, to show them how thankful I am, which I know they're being paid for it, but so over the next few days, I'm going to be smoking several pork. I'm going to be making some pulled pork and barbecuing that up. So the morning that I know that they're going to arrive, it will already be cooked. It will be done, and I will be cooking over an open fire, which I love to cook over an open fire. But I'll be cooking that over an open fire. So they're going to have pulled pork and a black bean and corn salad with other vegetables in it. That's going to be just delicious, delicious. And if they want just pulled pork, or if they want a sandwich, I'm going to bring buns with me. And I'm also going to be making, you know, not big muffins, but like mini muffins. I'm going to be making a jalapeno cheese cornbread. But once that's baked, what I'm going to do is take the crown off of it and not stuff it like chock-a-block full, but stuff it with a little bit of pulled pork. And then on the top of that, I'm going to be adding just a scant spoonful, just a wee bit of pickle relish. So if they're hungry, if they just need to pop over for a break and have a couple of jalapeno cheese cornbread stuffed with pulled pork and sweet pickle relish, then, and of course there'll be plenty of water. And I bought a big, with Samhain coming up, I've got a big bag of like the small chips and things like that. And I think later today, if that wasn't enough, I think later today I'm going to be making a chocolate fudge cake with a buttercream marshmallow frosting. I'm not going to make it a layer cake because for me that's a little bit too hard to transport. I'm going to make just a sheet cake. And yeah, so I'm hoping that they'll enjoy it. But up at the Hollow, I've got, with all of my thrifting, and I'm not really quite sure if I've shared this with you guys, but I bought several. They have the netted food covers. So if you go on a picnic and you've got your food spread out, then it's a food cover that's net. It's pretty. It's got, you know, butterflies and pretty little things on it that you can see what it is, but it keeps all of, you know, if there's any flies or anything in the way. But yeah, so, and I mean, that's just one of my habits, is that no matter who comes into my home or onto my property, they're going to be well fed. And it's like my grandmother said, don't leave hungry. I don't know if that's a grandmother thing or a Southern thing, but I don't like for my guests to leave hungry. But you know, that's just part of me showing gratitude, having a grateful heart. Before I started making this video, I said I'm going to get myself a cup of coffee. And as I got my coffee, I was just, you know, as silly as it sounds, I was just ever so thankful that I had someone that said, you know, that's just like her. I will get this for her. And then as I poured my coffee up, I looked out the window, and I have a hummingbird feeder, you know, just right outside the kitchen window. And of course, there's a hummingbird or two still coming. They're still here. And I think I'm just ever so grateful I was here, and I was here to be here for them, because my neighbor used to feed them from his back deck, and their feeder has been taken in. And so it's, you know, kind of been up to me for the last 6 weeks to feed them. But I'm just thankful for very, very small things. I'm thankful that things are progressing at the Hollow. I'm thankful for you guys, of course, and, you know, some of the things that that you send, that you think of me, and that just means ever so much to me. And I'm so thankful that everything is coming together. And that's why I'm saying, in your life, don't become discouraged because, well, this isn't happening or that is happening. You always should have a plan B that you can fall back on. If this doesn't work out, then, keep your roads opened, which is orange oil, cinnamon, and clove. Open those roads, bring the prosperity in, and hopefully the gift of gab will come out. So there's a thought process behind every single thing that I do. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you join me tomorrow when I share my recipe for my deity, my Sabbath oil, the following week for my Uncrossing oil that works just awesome, and the month thereafter that I will share with you as far as my elemental oils are concerned. I want you guys to have a wonderful, wonderful day. Make it a wonderful day, because it is. Merry part, and I so hope to merry meet again. Goodbye, guys.